Good evening, everyone. Throughout the last 3 days, the press team has been working around the clock to try and capture every moment of this conference. Before we begin the closing ceremony, we invite you to look back at some of the memories created here that we hope have left an impact that you will be carrying with you as you leave our campus today. I'd like to thank the press team especially for capturing the clips used in this video, and for Musab Aloni for editing the video as well. Please enjoy.
Thank you, Gwyneth, advisors, delegates, and fellow Hoyas. Saying farewell is always the hardest part of our MUN conferences. Today, I stand before you filled with pride at what we have accomplished together. Throughout our sessions, I saw how much you engaged in crucial discussions, crafted innovative solutions, and demonstrated remarkable collaboration. Walking through the committees, I saw exactly what I hoped for in my opening speech, a true simulation of the United Nations. And dare I say, you even exceeded my expectations. These past few days have been a testament to the power of youth and diplomacy. From the formation of a communist bloc in GA3, to the delegate of the USA standing and raising his placard alone in ECOSOC in a desperate measure to extend POIs, the constant denials of extended POIs in UNESCO, and finally the random request for the co-chair of GA1 to sing. These snippets of the stories your committees told, and will always be that way, and will always be how we remember you and your committees after this conference. To my first-time delegates, I saw your courage. The first raising of that placard, the first speech at the podium, the first resolution you co-submitted. These moments matter. They may seem small, but they matter. They represent your first steps into diplomacy and the world of international affairs. Remember how you felt in these moments, because they mark the beginning of your journey as leaders and change makers. To our returning delegates, your growth continues to inspire us. The way you've mentored newer delegates, built bridges between different perspectives, and elevated the level of debate shows exactly why MUN matters. You demonstrated that leadership is not just about speaking or writing or having strong resolutions. It's about lifting others up and providing that perfect environment for meaningful conversations. The connections you've made here today, delegates, across committees, schools, and viewpoints are important. They are the foundations of real diplomatic relationships. You found allies in unexpected places and built friendships with delegates you just met. In a world often divided by differences, you've demonstrated something powerful, that common ground. The skills you honed here will serve you well beyond these walls and this auditorium. The conversations started, solutions proposed, and connections made are stepping stones towards your future roles as leaders, diplomats, and change makers. Whether you're taking home an award today or not, Your participation has made a difference and definitely an impact on us. You have contributed to a tradition of excellence that has defined GMUN. We have many participants this year, and while not every delegate can be awarded, sadly, know that these were tough decisions to be made. I truly hope that this never discourages you. The true measure of a conference success, from my opinion, is not just about the resolutions passed or awards given. It's the moments of understanding between delegates who began as opponents. It's the confidence gained by first speakers, and it's the friendships formed across differences. By these measures, GMUN 2024 has been an extraordinary success to me. Before we honor our outstanding delegates, I want to take a moment to celebrate our chairs. As the Deputy Secretary General, I've had the privilege of working closely with each of them, and I've seen firsthand just how much they put into these committee sessions. The smooth flow of the debate, the guidance, the topics, they didn't happen by accident. These chairs dedicated over 15 hours of intensive training and gave up countless weekends and put so much effort into writing the background guides that would resonate with each of you. Now I'm gonna be honest, it was not always smooth. There were moments when they would dodge me in the hallways as guidelines were expected, and our group chat saw more than a few memes. And let me tell you, the constant spams and reminders from my end were getting ignored left and right. But through every deadline and challenge, they remained dedicated to making this experience an unforgettable one for you all. These chairs were more than just leaders. They were mentors, they were facilitators, and they lent an extra ear during intense debate and guided you through every twist and turn. Please join me in giving a huge round of applause to the chairs. Thank you, delegates. I will now be wrapping up my speech because I know that you are all waiting for the awards, and I will be coming back here with your committee chairs to give you your awards. So let's keep the momentum up for the awards, and thank you all. Thank you, guys. I now invite Aras Karlidag, Secretary General, to give the student address.
Thank you, Nagla. Dear distinguished senior officials from Georgetown, advisors, Hoyas, and my dear delegates, as we come to the end of this year's Georgetown Fall MUN Conference, which is the largest one ever, I'm filled with gratitude for each of you. We started this conference 2 days ago on the United Nations Day, reflecting the meaningfulness of the conference since day one. Over these past days, across all 13 committees, our delegates have actively engaged in spirited debates, explored solutions to some of the world's most pressing issues, and above all, they have demonstrated a profound commitment to the ideals of peace, solidarity, and agency. Our theme, Achieving Global Solidarity and Peace in Conflict Zones, the importance of building individual and collective agency, was not chosen lightly. It was a call to think beyond ourselves and confront the real challenges faced by people all around the world. This morning, we witnessed Israeli missiles and warplanes flying quite near us to conduct an attack on a neighbor, Iran. Although we always hope for peace at home and peace in the world, at least in the near future, the conflicts we see and discuss today are not going to come to an immediate end. But we will surely continue to need agency by individuals and masses to avoid any further escalation of these conflicts and to achieve solidarity. As you came to realize, we can drive change and have an impact only when we unite our voices and our actions. That said, throughout the conference, I witnessed moments of true leadership and collaboration. Our chairs skillfully guided each session, ensuring respectful and productive discussions, guiding many of our delegates who have done it for the first time accordingly, and helping clarity and insight. The press team worked tirelessly, capturing key moments and keeping everyone informed with insightful newsletters, reminding us of the importance of transparency and communication and diplomacy. Behind the scenes in your committee rooms, our staff members handled every detail with precision, from logistics to management, allowing the conference to run seamlessly. Their commitment and teamwork set a standard of excellence, and all of us should be grateful for their hard work and dedication, which truly elevated this experience for all of us. Last but not least, our MUN student workers and our board members, who you see sitting on the stage this evening, have worked relentlessly for months to organize this smooth conference. So please join me in applauding all of us now. Thank you. As your lucky Secretary General, it has been a true honor to witness your journeys and watch all of our delegates grow as diplomats. The future is indeed bright with leaders like you, and I am inspired by the passion and insight each of you has shown, regardless of the distribution of a limited number of awards this evening among our delegates. I can see that you are leaving this conference with a strengthened commitment to building individual and collective agency, as well as with many memories, including your delegation placards from your committees. Keep those memories and placards and let them remind you of this meaningful experience you all had together. I hope to have all of you eventually back in the future conferences and work with you in the future as colleagues and, God knows, even maybe as Hoyas. Thank you, and I wish you all the very best in your journeys ahead. I now invite Alex Bonhoc, Deputy Head of Operations, and Amira Al-Aswadi, Head of Communications, to the stage to recognize the student staff and press members. Thank you.
In addition to the committee chairs, we also have two large teams without whom this conference would not have been possible. They mostly work behind the scenes to ensure the conference runs smoothly. We would like to read the names of all the members of the operations team and the press team who helped make this MUN conference successful. We could not have done this without you. Starting with the operations team, I would like to personally extend our gratitude to the following people: Elham Al-Majduba, Haya Al-Darbesti, Imen Bilhaj, Zaina Bashar Kubaj, Laya Masri, Ken Lapaywoon, Muhammad Hadi, Hana Shikfa, Hassa Al-Hababi, Noor Rayan, Ahmed Hamada, Fatima Al-Ansari, Hajar Abdurrahim, Farah Abdul Majid, Al-Juri Al-Mazrui, Al-Jud Al-Khatir, Laya Isbeh, Zahra Yagane, Maria Omar Kailani, Maitha Al-Khalifa, Theresia Gladys Averina, Dija Odnobiono, Noura Al-Khatir, Shahad Bukshaisha, Michelle Asif, Deborah Dirasario, Bara Muhammad, Zulfa Nafis, Aliyah De La Serna, Mariam Abbas, Jean-Paul Sha'ar, Aya Ladkhani, Fajar Al-Kuwari, Lamar Karim, Aisha Khan, Aliza Amiri, Lulwa Sultan Al-Dusari, Amna Al-Ahbabi, Nuran Al-Aid, Noof Al-Mrehi, Hassa Al-Majid, Aisha Syed Shah, Zaina Fawad, Eshal Shakil Khan, Jomana Al-Goridi, Muhammad Ibrahim Asif Ali, Evet Eryavets, Rija Ali, Yusuf Imam, Ghala Al-Kuwari, Reem Al-Ansari, and Reem Al-Badir. Thank you very much.
We would also like to recognize the press team that has been working tirelessly throughout the conference. We would like to thank those working on the school photo shoot, Renad Al-Khalifa and Hana Al-Asawi, those working on the opening and closing ceremony videos, Musab Al-Loni, Fahad Al-Jaber, Haya Al-Mannai, Abdullah Al-Mullah, our press team members Aisha Al-Madid and Daphne Soriano, and the members of the Georgetown Gazette, Dima Al-Hashmi, Aliana Cruz, Fajar Al-Hamadi, and Umar Musa, who have been working on publishing the newsletters that we've shown you throughout this conference. Those working on the content for each of the committees, Shahad Al-Ghamdi, Noor Al-Ramehi, Radia Ahmed, Dana Al-Mudahqa, Noor Al-Thani, Jannah Al-Jarf, Ragad Lubani and Meshgona Saidvaliva, and Adina Hussein and Anna Sakanya, who are still working on capturing the closing ceremony. Please be on the lookout for a full newsletter that will be published within the next week. Also follow the GUQ MUN and the Georgetown Gazette Instagram accounts for posts and highlights of your experience here at Georgetown Fall MUN 2024. Let us give a round of applause to all the members of the operations and the press teams. Now I invite Nagla Abdelhadi, Deputy Secretary General of the most awaited part, the Georgetown MUN Awards presentation ceremony.
All right. Let's please settle down. While we celebrate the achievements and recognitions of our peers, it's essential to remember that awards are not the sole measure of our growth and success for the Model United Nations program. It's easy to be drawn into the allure of recognition and awards, but let us not forget the true value of the experience that lies in the knowledge gained and the friendships forged, as well as the personal growth undergone. Every participant in this conference has contributed in their own unique way. And our collective journey has begun and has been a testament to the power of collaboration and learning. So while we applaud the delegates who have received awards, let us also celebrate the immeasurable value of the journey itself, where each one of us has grown, evolved, and made a meaningful impact in our own right. Delegates, please pay attention to this part. Before I call on the committee chairs to announce the awards, I will be calling out the award winners in no particular order. And please, delegates who are in the atrium, please make your way to the auditorium and line up on the right side. So if you are seated in the atrium, you will need to make your way here as I announce the names. We have staff members present in the atrium who would be able to read the award winners over there as well and help usher you into the auditorium. All right? So let's start with the first committee session, with the first committee. Arab League, can I please have the following delegates? Sireen Khalid, Amir Al-Khafji, Muhammad Salawi, Lin Firas, Habiba Al-Nazir, Lina Al-Shawki. Delegates, can you please, when you come, can you please line up on this side of the auditorium so I can call on your committee chairs? We will give them a minute to make their way here. All right. Chairs of the Arab League, can I please have Waad Al-Maadid and Ganna Al-Gamal to the stage?
Hi everyone. Given that our committee was conducted in Arabic, I'll be proceeding with my speech in Arabic. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا جميعا. كرئيسة مجلس جامعة الدول العربية أود أن أشكر أولا الطلاب الذين خاضوا المناقشات المثمرة وساهموا في تعزيز الحوار بخصوص حماية الصحفيين الفلسطينيين وتعزيز حرية الإعلام. كانت التجربة فريدة من نوعها وأدت إلى دعم الأفكار السياسية والثقافية في سياق بالغ الأهمية. كانت هذه الرحلة بمثابة تجربة تعليمية مشتركة، حيث اكتسب الجميع من الرئيس ونائب الرئيس إلى المندوبين والطاقم المساعد الأفكار من بعضهم البعض. وأظن بأن من أبرز اللحظات في النقاش كان نقاشاً حاد بين شقيقتين، وحيث أظهرتا سلوكاً دبلوماسياً رائعاً. وفي هذا الإطار أود أن أشكر جميع طاقم المساعدة الذين كان لهم دور كبير وفعال في نجاح هذه الفعالية، آمنة ولولوى ونوران. وأختتم بتقديم خالص الشكر لنائبة الرئيس جنة الجمل جنة الجمل التي كانت من أفضل الأشخاص تعاوناً ودعماً في إدارة المجلس. شكراً جزيلاً للجميع. والآن now we'll be moving on to awards. So starting with the first honorable mention. Okay. Delegate of Jordan, Lina Lishweikh, American Academy School. The second honorable mention, the delegate of Morocco, Habiba Nader, Home School. The third honorable mention, the delegate of Palestine, Leen Faris Sarakji, Jump American School. The fourth honorable mention, the delegate of Oman, Mohammed Selawi, Campus Corner. For outstanding diplomacy, the delegate of Iraq, Amir al-Khafaji, Rand American School. For best delegate, the delegate of Egypt, Sireen Khaled, American Academy School.
Thank you, delegates of Arab League. Can we please have the next committee? Delegates, are we ready? So the next committee is UNHCR. Before I announce the chairs, I would like to please announce the delegates to make their way here. Can I please have the following delegates? Melanie Beiruthi, Naya Wahab, Salma Abed, Ayan Valentine, Joshuron Anil, Niharika Sen, Let's give the delegates a minute to make it here. All right. I now would like to invite the chairs of HCR, Abdurrahman Sirikali and Jasmine Sambulan. Please come to the stage.
Good evening. With the JMUN 2024 concluding today, I want to thank every delegate who has contributed to the conference. And HCR committee who have done a fantastic job debating and collaborating to solve the issue of the refugee crisis of Nagorno-Karabakh. I would like to especially thank my co-chair, Main Simbulan, without whom the successful passing of 2 resolutions would not have been possible. And of course, our dear board, the press, and staff members who have ensured the smooth running of the conference. Thank you. Now, today before you I stand as a chair, but first and foremost, I'm a student. And if there's anything that I wish you took away from JMUN, is that you can change the future. I used to think I was small, insignificant against the backdrop of this vast, incomprehensible world. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. I hope that you, as well, by debating with your peers, collaborating, finding solutions, going out of your comfort zones, can now see your own individual potential to become people who can impact the world and the future. Because trust me, you are change makers. Thank you. With this, I will now begin announcing the awards for the UNHCR committee. Beginning with the first honorable mention, the delegate of Germany from MESIS MESIS Indian School, Jeshurun Anil. And our second honorable mention is given to the delegate of Sweden, also from MESIS Indian School, Ayan Valentine. Our third honorable mention is the delegate of Turkey from English Modern School of Doha, Salma Abed. And our fourth honorable mention goes to the delegate of Syria from Edison International Academy, Naya Wahab Al-Qasim. What? Can I please have a drum roll for the next Outstanding Diplomacy Award? And it goes to the delegate of Azerbaijan from Lebanese School of Qatar, Melanie Beiruti. And of course, last but not least, the award for Best Delegate goes to the delegate of United Kingdom from James Wellington School of Qatar, Nishariga Hussain.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, chairs of UNHCR. Delegates, are we ready for our next committee? Up next, we have CSW. Can I please start by having Haya Musleh, Amal Baroudi, let them finish. Noor Al-Yafi, Bruno Dili, Rayyan Abdul Razzaq, Mulka Shamari. We're just waiting on one delegate, and then I'll be inviting the chairs. Thank you, delegates. I would like to please invite the chairs of CSW, Rahma Boucheret and Carmen Saleh. Please make it to the stage.
Hello, everyone. What an incredible journey this has been. As the chair of the CSW, I'm still trying to process how incredible this experience was. First, I would like to thank my co-chair Carmen, the staff members that we had in our committee, and of course, our amazing delegates. Each one of you have exceeded our expectations and set a new standard in their own unique way. Let's take a moment to recall how we started together. A group of delegates armed with passion, with research, a little bit of caffeine at 7 a.m., and a lot of nervous energy. Now, look at what we have accomplished together. I remember telling you in the very first session, let's try to all walk out of this university being proud of ourselves. And I don't know about you delegates, but as your chair, I'm very proud of each and every single one of you. And clapping is in order. We did not always agree, and that's what made it memorable. The debates were heated. Remember how many times you raised motions to extend POIs? The discussions were intense, and on top of that, we were all sleep deprived. But whatever I will say in this speech will be an understatement in describing how passionate, respectful, amazing, and how funny you are, delegates. To be fully honest with you, you made it tough for me to choose the awards. If it were up to me, I'd hand out to way more people. But remember, awards are not everything. And let's focus on the intangible outcome of this experience. Because in my eyes, you're all winners. And you should be all winners in your own eyes. As this speech will not do justice to your unwavering performance, let me wrap up by reminding you that the conversations we've had in this conference are real, and that these conversations that we started here should not end with this closing ceremony. The issues we tackled in this conference matter, and they're waiting for leaders like you to take them forward. So please, let's carry the knowledge and the passion that we had here to the real world, because this world needs voices like yours to keep pushing for a better world. Thank you so much. And now for the moments that we all have been waiting for, awards. Let me start with the first honorable mention to the delegates of Uganda from Lycée Franco-Qatarien Voltaire, Ryan Abdelrazak. Second honorable mention is the delegates of South Africa from the school, James Wellington School, Bruno Dielli. Third honorable mention is given to the delegates of Australia, Noor Eliafi, from the School of Al-Manar International School. Fourth honorable mention, can I have a drum roll, please? Fourth honorable mention is given to the delegates of Brazil from Al-Manar International School, Amin Baroudi. Now, for the moments that we've been all waiting for, another drum roll, please. Outstanding diplomacy is given to the delegates of Bangladesh from Al Manar International School, Maya Musleh. Last but not least, we have the award for the best delegate, and this person truly deserved it. We have the delegates of Saudi Arabia from Lycée Voltaire, Malta Shemri. Thank you, delegates.
Thank you, chairs of CSW, delegates. I will now be inviting the ICJ committee. However, as always, we'll start with the delegates. Can I please have Noor Al Huda? Tamim Al Muslimani, Ala Ahmad, Noor Al Hamadi, Zaina Abanah, Muhammad Al Bana. We'll give the delegates 2 minutes and then I'll invite the ICJ chairs. All right. I would now like to invite the ICJ chairs, Zarish Ahmed and Yasmin Ahmed, please come to the stage, and Dania Mohsen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll first be announcing the verdict from the International Court of Justice regarding the case of 1948 Genocide Convention between South Africa and Israel. We have found the following statements of fact. Israel has admitted to willingly killing civilians and using weapons of mass destruction, and the concerns raised about the proportionality and welfare due to the prolonged blockade of Gaza, which affects the humanitarian aid of Palestinians in Gaza. And this violates Article 2 and 3 of the 1948 Genocide Convention. Hence, we, the unanimous opinion of the judges, find that the respondent state, Israel, has not sufficiently demonstrated that its military actions meet the established principles of proportionality and distinction under international humanitarian law. While acknowledging the respondent state's right to self-defense following the October 7th attacks, the scale of civilian casualties and infrastructure damage in Gaza exceeds what could be considered proportionate to military objectives stated. The claim of targeting militant groups does not provide legal justification for actions resulting in extensive civilian casualties and humanitarian consequences. For these reasons, we believe that Israel has been found guilty of violating Article 2 and 3 of the Genocide Convention based on the totality of evidence and presented before this court. And now the ICJ has been adjourned. Ladies and gentlemen, as the president of ICJ, it is my privilege to address you at this closing ceremony. This conference has been a testament to dedication, growth, and incredible potential within each and every one of my delegates. When we began, our committee faced an initial learning curve with many stepping into ICJ as first-timers. But as the sessions unfolded, I witnessed something remarkable. Each of you found your voice, your confidence strengthened, and your arguments became sharper, more compelling, and deeply reflective of the challenges we discussed. I congratulate all of you for where we are today. My appreciation also goes to our Vice President Yasmin Ahmed and our Registrar Dania Mohsen. Their commitment to support each and every one of you ensured that our committee ran smoothly and effectively. Delegates, in every speech, in every debate, and every single interrogation, each of you pushed yourselves to new heights. And it has been an honor for me to be part of your journey. And I'm inspired to the dedication that you've shown throughout the past 2 days. And without any further delay, we're going to proceed to the awards. Honorable mentions in no particular order. The first one is given to the delegate of United Kingdom from the Next Generation School, Al Wakra Secondary Campus, Noor Al Huda. Our next honorable mention goes to the delegate of Argentina from the Perling Season International School, Tamim. And our third honorable mention goes to the delegate of South Africa from Cambridge International School, Ala Imad. And now for the Outstanding Diplomacy Award. It goes to the delegate of Jordan from the American Academy School, Zaina Al-Abnei. And the next award for honorable mention goes to the delegate of South Africa in ICJ, Noor Al-Hamadi from the Cambridge International School. And now, the Best Delegate Award for ICJ this year goes to the judge from the state of China, from the Newton British Academy, Muhammad Al-Bana.
Thank you very much, chairs of ICJ. Delegates, can we settle down for the next committee? Up next, we have the Special Political and Decolonization Committee, and I would like to call on the delegates first. Delegates, please come to the auditorium. All right, first up, we have Fahad Al-Thani. Haneen Yusuf, Muhammad Abdul Fattah, Jayda Salama, Savitr Sadhir, Amna Al-Hitmi. All right, I would like to please invite the chairs Lasham Tamaina, Maya Saqr, and Aisha Al-Ka'bi.
You want me to start now? You wait for them. Good evening. We've made it to the end, and what an incredible 2 days that it's been, filled with debates, creative ideas, and even a few laughs. Now, for the Spec 4 committee, if we denied your motion to extend POIs, or we overuse the phrases to the discretion of the chair or due to time constraints, please do not hold it against us. Debating strengthening civil society in post-conflict resolution Africa was definitely not easy and was not a familiar topic for the majority of you. However, watching each and every of you take this complex global and regional issue with such passion, showcasing teamwork, has been very inspiring. Your passion, resilience, and collaboration have made a remarkable experience, and I hope that you leave here with new insights and friendships. A special shout out to my co-chair, Maya Saqr. Thank you for being the ultimate partner in keeping things on track and adding fun to every session. And of course, to our rapporteur, Aisha Al-Ka'bi, whose diligence ensured our progress was recorded smoothly. You were both rock stars, and the committee definitely felt your presence. Thank you for your energy, your enthusiasm, and your commitment. I am proud of you, we are proud of you, and I hope you're also proud of yourselves. And with that, it's my honor to present the awards for the Spec 4 committee. Honorable mention, Delegate of South Sudan from Lycée Voltaire, forgive my French pronunciation, Amna El-Hitmi. In absentia. Okay. The second honorable mention, the delegate of the United Kingdom from MESIS Indian School, Savtir Sudhir. Okay, we shall now recognize the delegate of South Sudan. Delegate of Belgium, from the English Modern School, Doha, Jaida Salam. The delegate of Germany, Al-Manar International School, Mohammed Mustafa Abdel Fattah. And now for the outstanding diplomacy, the delegate of Palestine, Hanin Yusuf from English Modern School, Doha. Now, drum roll please for the best delegate of the SPECPO committee, the delegate of Uganda from ACS Doha, Fahad Al-Thani.
Thank you so much, chairs of the SPECPO committee. Delegates, we will now be moving on to the Specialized Historical Committee. Delegates, I will begin by calling the delegate names. Please line up by the auditorium. All right. Can we please have Yusuf Umar? Shivan Khari. Omar Al-Hadairi. Maria India. Buana Dasari. Ghanem Ashin. All right, I would now like to invite the chairs of the Specialized Historical Committee, John Carlos Barog and Sahana Farleen, as well as Pragyan. Can you guys please make it to the stage?
Good evening. I haven't told my committee this, but this is my 38th MUN conference, and in those 38 conferences, I can confidently say this has been the most competitive batch of delegates that I have ever chaired, with most of you clamoring to speak and contributing to discussion. I am even more amazed that the majority of you told us that this was your first MUN conference. And know that even if you don't get an award tonight, pat yourselves on the back because it was genuinely difficult to place these awards. In my book, you are all winners. I'd like to thank my co-chair, Sahana, and my rapporteur, Pragyan, and my staff for their exemplary service to this committee. And although we haven't passed a resolution successfully out of the 4 resolutions we discussed, perhaps it is a testament that there are other avenues to bring about social change apart from diplomacy, just as it happened historically in Poland. I hope you take away these lessons learned from the Polish resistance and apply it outside of the classroom in this world plagued by injustice. Thank you, delegates, all of you. And now for the awards. For our first honorable mention, we have the delegate of Greece from Philippine International School, Qatar, Maria Alessandra B. Endaya. For our second honorable mention, this is given to the delegate of the United States of America, Omar Ahmed Al-Hadairi, from Middle East International School. For our third honorable mention, it goes to the delegate of Australia, Shivan Khari, from Burla Public School. And the fourth and last honorable mention goes to the delegate of Turkey, Ganima Ushin from GEMS American Academy. May I have a drum roll, please, for our Outstanding Diplomacy Award. Our Outstanding Diplomacy Award goes to the delegate of Italy, Youssef Omar from the Newton British Academy, Barwa. And now for Best Delegate, may I have a drum roll, please? For our Best Delegate, this goes to the delegate of Albania from Burla Public School, Banu Harsha Dasari. Thank you.
Thank you, chairs of Specialized Historical Committee. Delegates, can I please remind you to keep your voices low so we can hear the award winners? Thank you so much. Can we please have up next Security Council? I'll be calling on the delegates and then the chairs. For the delegates, can I please have Ayan Ali? Yumna Hussein, Amanda Kustan, Yusuf Magbantai, Mahdi Rahman. Delegates, may I please invite now the chairs of the Security Council, Minna Abdel Hadi and Al-Juri Al-Tamimi, to the stage.
Good evening, guys. UNSC regularly finds itself to be the UN's most eventful committee. And it seems the delegates of the Security Council came into this MUN having taken upholding this legacy very seriously. From heated debates over the United Kingdom's colonial past to using karak tea as the new currency for all the delegates' bribery-based needs for recruiting new signatories, I did see that, guys. The Security Council did not see a moment of respite, but we wouldn't have it any other way. I extend my sincerest thanks to my wonderful co-chair, Al-Juri Tamimi, as well as our amazing staff members who have made this day possible. It would not have been possible without you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. Above all else, however, I extend my thanks to the delegates themselves. You all left Judy and myself in awe. You were absolutely fantastic delegates who all collaborated in creating an absolutely fantastic committee, and we commend you for your consistent and thoughtful participation. And yet, of the amazing bunch, some delegates distinguished themselves as truly outstanding. It is my honor to give them their due recognition, so without further ado, I would like to recognize for our first honorable mention, give it a second. The delegate of the United Kingdom, Ayan Ali, from the Next Generation School, Al Wakra Secondary Campus. Our next award goes to the delegate of Germany, Amanda Kostan, Philippines International School. Last but not least, our last honorable mention goes to the delegate of China, American Academy School, Yumna Hussein. Let's get a drum roll for our outstanding diplomat. And this goes to the delegate of Russia, Philippine School of Doha, Yusuf Magpantag. Last but most definitely not least, our best delegate, the delegate of the United States, Mahdi Rahman, the Next Generation School.
Thank you, delegates. I'm glad you're excited. Let's start with the next committee. Up next, we have ECOSOC. So I'm going to be calling on the delegates. Delegates, can I please have Adam Tayara, Mayar Ahmed, Lamar Bayoumi, Jasim Sharif, Suraya Omar, and Veronica Millennium. Thank you. Now I would like to invite the chairs of the ECOSOC committee, Ashton Desongo, Noor Pana, and Hilal Tokfikshok.
Good evening, everyone. The Economic and Social Council for the Fall 2024 conference is an interesting mix of delegates with clashing personalities, opinions, and experiences. However, even with these distinct traits, one thing is present among each delegate. This is the passion to arrive at solutions that encompass the entire problem, which the committee values. On behalf of my co-chair Noor and my rapporteur Hilal and the staff in ECOSOC, we would like to thank the delegates of ECOSOC for a successful event. Please give yourself a round of applause. As a committee, we were able to conduct moderated caucuses that discussed the marginalized and post points of information that regarded all parties involved. Furthermore, we were able to pass 2 resolutions and work towards improvements on these documents if they were ever to come. With this, I am proud to say that the decision for the awards were difficult to come by, and deliberating on who to choose was a problem. But we believe that this is a great problem to have and wouldn't have it any other way. It is my honor as the main chair of ECOSOC to present the awards for this committee. Starting with the first honorable mention, Delegate of Laos from Philippine International School, Qatar, Veronica Bianca G. Milena. For the next honorable mention, we have the Delegate of Philippines from the Next Generation School Al Wakra Secondary Campus, Soraya Omar. For our third honorable mention, we have the Delegate of the United States of America from the English Modern School Al Khor, Jassim Sharif. For our final honorable mention, we have the Delegate of Norway from Park House in English School, Lamar Bayumi. Now for our outstanding diplomacy, drum roll please. We have the Delegate of Thailand from American Academy School, Mayar Ahmed. Last but not the least, we have the best delegate, Delegate of India from Park House English School, Adam Toyaria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, chairs of ECOSOC, delegates. Can I please call on the UNESCO committee next? Delegates, can we please just... Delegates, can we quiet down just a little bit? All right. Can I please have Talal Hamawi, Arnav Sim, Princess Sagusia, Raghaf, Ban Bilal Samir, Ritwika. Thank you, delegates. I would like to invite the chairs of the UNESCO committee, Gokalp Ilmas and Zain Fanek, please come to the stage.
Dear delegates, fellow chairs and secretariat, as the UNESCO committee, we have worked hard for 2 days to tackle our agenda of preserving cultural heritage and promoting education in conflict zones, empowering local communities in Syria and Iraq. As Mustafa Kemal Atatürk once said, the strength of a nation lies in its youth. And I think this quote goes for not just nations, but for all of humanity. And we must focus on education, which is exactly what we did in our committee. And education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. I want to thank our delegates for their devotion to peace and cooperation to find solutions to preserve cultural heritage and promote education, which is what our world lacks, and I'm very proud of all of our delegates since we passed both of our debate resolutions. I must thank Aras, Nagla, Jibin, and so many others we have worked tirelessly to make GMUN come to life. Special thanks to my chairboard Zain and Ruda for being the best chairboard and the nicest people I could ever ask for. And also, well, thanks a lot for Salma for being there when we needed her the most. And I'm really proud of our delegates. And without further ado, let's go to our awards. The delegate of Algeria from GEMS American Academy, Bambilal Jamil Al-Zubi. Now, delegate of India from Cambridge International School, Ritvika, I cannot pronounce this, Bhattacharjee. Sorry for my pronunciation. For our third honorable mention, we have the delegate of Greece from Sherbon Senior School, MOQ, Asnav Singh. For last honorable mention, we have delegate of Austria from Hartford American School, Talal Hamawi. Well, actually, we have one more honorable mention. Our last honorable mention goes to delegate of Sudan from GEMS American Academy, Razan Sami Lutfi Baitun, I guess. Moving on to our outstanding awards. So our outstanding diplomacy awards goes to delegate of Qatar from Bila Public School, Ragal AM. Drum roll, please. So our best delegate award goes to delegate of South Korea from Hamilton International School, Princess Sagisa.
Thank you so much, delegates of the UNESCO Committee. Delegates, just a kind reminder, I know we're all excited and I know some committees have already taken their awards, but can we please remain respectful for all the other delegates? Everybody's as excited as you are. Let's start with the Human Rights Committee, HRC. I will be announcing the delegates first. All right. Delegates of HRC, can I please have Majid Faradi, Dima Yasir, Bilal Kaadan, Uniba Wajid, Tahsin Jahan, Charlene Castro, Lina Kasai, Sumat Dirinda. All right. Without further delay, I would like to invite the chairs of HRC, Muhammad Jaski and Kenzie Ibrahim, to the stage, please.
Good evening, esteemed delegates, honorable guests, and our over-dedicated caffeine warriors. I've seen amount of coffees in my committee, so I can say that. I'm Muhammad Jaski, and it's been my honor to serve as the head chair of Human Rights Council. Our days were filled with debating, intense debating, negotiating, and let's be honest, surviving attacks of points of information. Let's give a big hand to the delegate of Qatar for setting a record for answering 24 POIs non-stop. And of course, we cannot forget the unforgettable moment when yours truly stepped into the shoes of delegate of Israel and faced a staggering 34 POIs. At one point, I started to wonder if I was still human or I was walking like a Wikipedia page with unfortunate lack in accuracy. Our topic was addressing police brutality and accountability in Iran and Egypt. And it was not an easy issue. Yet each one of you tackled the complex topic with insight, resilience, and a dose of humor. I'm looking at you, Finland. It was inspiring to see your dedication as well as how you pressed each other with questions and worked towards thoughtful resolution. This was not possible without the help of my fantastic team. My dedicated staff members today, shout out to Maria, my amazing co-chair Kenzie Ibrahim, and our resilient press member Noura Ramahi. Your hard work and support and occasional emergency runs kept this committee go smoothly. Without wasting more time, let's move to the awards. Our first honorable mention goes to the delegate of Qatar, Bilal Kara from Al Manar International School. Our second honorable mention goes to the delegate of Myanmar, Uniba Wajid from Pakistan International School. Our third honorable mention goes to the delegate of El Salvador, Justine Jahara from Newton International Academy. Our fourth honorable mention goes to the delegate of China, Jarida from James Wellington School, Qatar. The next honorable mention goes to the delegate of Ethiopia, Rina Kashi from Lycée Franco-Qatarian Voltaire. Our next honorable mention goes to the delegate of Bhutan, Charlene Elizabeth from Edison International Academy, Aspire.
I have to take it. My school has to take it. No, it's okay. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I think she's still in break, so. Our next award is Outstanding Diplomacy. It goes to the delegate of Finland, Dima Yasir, from Global Academy International, Maidar. UNHRC's best delegate goes to the delegate of Iraq, Majid Fadi, from Lycée Franco-Qatarian Voltaire.
Thank you, chairs of HRC. Delegates, I would just like to invite the chairs of UNESCO again, as there is a delegation still to be recognized. Can I please have Gokalp and Zain back on the stage?
Again, our last honorable mention goes to the delegate of Sudan from James American Academy, Razan Sami Lutfi Baytun.
Thank you. All right, now we have left the 3 JA committees. Starting with GA3. Okay, delegates, starting with GA3, can I please have Omar Ali, Omar Hisham, Munir Mersi, Muhammad Rahman, Yusuf Ahmed, Muhammad Amr, Hussein Faris, Abi Catalan, Muntaha Salim, Al Hassan, all right, now I would like to invite the chairs of GA3, Zahra, Sabur Zada, Adnan Abu Aoud, and Tahina Muhammad. Chairs.
This is a total mess up.
These are the people
Absolutely
who
zero of them.
I can't.
That's-
Thank you.
I'm not.
Those.
You take responsibility. Literally zero.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we come to the end of this conference, the General Assembly 3 Committee, my chairing team, Adnan, Tahania, and I want to express our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for your dedication and thoughtful contributions to our discussions on tackling the Afghan refugee crisis in Pakistan. This complex issue demands empathy, resilience, and collaboration, qualities that each delegate in this committee has shown over the past 2 days. We have shown that when nations come together with a common goal, we can drive meaningful change. Each and every one of you have the potential to create positive changes that have been truly inspiring. Our fellow delegates, your passion, diplomacy, and dedication have made this conference a success. From forming communist parties, theatrical resolutions, wanting to extend the sessions and POIs, to even singing Fiend during on-mod sessions, I hope this remains the MUN that you will remember. Let us carry forward the spirit of collaboration and advocacy, knowing that each step we take here brings us closer to a world of equality and opportunity for all. I encourage all of you to carry the skills you have gained during these 3 days forward. Thank you, and may we continue to serve as champions of the values we stand for. And now for the long-awaited awards. Honorable mention 1 in no particular order. Delegate of Bahrain, Hamilton International School, Al-Hassan Sifta. Second honorable mention, Delegate of United Arab Emirates, Newton British Academy Barwa, Muntaha Salam.
Is the delegate here? Muntaha? All right, 1 second, I can give you the full name. The delegate representing United Arab Emirates from Newton British Academy Barwa, Muntaha.
Next honorable mention, Delegate of Bangladesh, Cambridge International School, Hussein Faris. Our next honorable mention, Delegate of Myanmar, American Academy School, Muhammad Amir. Our next honorable mention, Delegate of Brazil, American Academy School, Yusuf Ahmed. Another honorable mention, Delegate of Russia, Nord Anglia International School, Al-Khor, Muhammad Abdurrahman. Delegate, for another honorable mention, Delegate of United Kingdom, Hartford American School, Munir Murray. And now for outstanding diplomacy, Delegate of Kyrgyzstan, Pearling Season International School, Omar Ali. And now for our best delegate who managed to pass a resolution, Delegate of Saudi Arabia, Middle East International School, Omar Hacham.
All right, thank you so much, chairs of GA3. Delegates, can we please settle down? Thank you. I would like to invite next the delegates of GA2. Delegates? I've not invited yet, okay. Abdullah Basil. Ruth Germain. Sarah Ali. Ralph Boghaba, Neha Chandu, Ariba Naim, Sara Al Khiyami, Safwan Khan. Thank you. Now I would like to invite the chairs of GA2. Delegates, please calm down. Lawrence Mararak and Natalie Fanek and Leslie Nasavi.
As the chair of GA2, I want to express how much I truly enjoy the debates in our committee. And every session was dynamic and really engaging, and it was filled with your energy and dedication. And it was really clear that each of you did your best, and it made such a wonderful and enriching experience for everyone. And while we may have missed on some entertainment sessions and had to keep the confessions short and cut out, I believe it was still a really rewarding experience, and I really enjoyed chairing every moment of it. And I hope that each of you leaves this MUN with better insights, whether this was your first MUN or you're already a seasoned delegate. And I'm really excited to see what the future holds for you all. Before I end, I just want to thank Natalie, my co-chair, and of course Leslie, our rapporteur. Your hard work and dedication really contributed to the success of our committee. And of course, thank you to our exceptional staff and also press who worked tirelessly to keep everything running smoothly. Now it's time for the much anticipated awards. For the first honorable mention, we have the delegate of Afghanistan from TNG School, Al Wakra Secondary Campus, Safwan Ullah Khan. Our next honorable mention, from delegate of Morocco, from the Swiss International School of Qatar, Sarah Al-Qiyami. Our next honorable mention, delegate of Sweden, from the Next Generation School, Arwakra Secondary Campus, Ariba Naim. Our next honorable mention goes to the delegate of Croatia from the Birla Public School, Qatar, Neha Susan Chindu. Delegates, please, delegates and everybody else, please do settle down. We still have more awards to come. Our next honorable mention goes to the delegate of Guatemala from the Swiss International School of Qatar, Ralph Rodolphe Bogaba.
Delegates, I would please like to ask that nobody leaves the room. We still have one committee and we're in the middle of a committee. Kindly, can everyone please take their seats? Thank you so much.
Our next honorable mention goes to the delegate of Mozambique from the Swiss International School, Sara Ali. And for our Outstanding Diplomacy Award, drumroll please. It goes to the delegate of Mali from the American Academy School, Ruth Germain. And lastly, for the best delegate of the UNGA2, goes to the delegate of United Kingdom, the Next Generation School, Al Waqf Secondary Campus, Abdullah Bazil.
Thank you, delegates of GA1. Delegates, for the last committee, let's please settle down. Thank you so much, delegates. For the last committee, can I please have Abdullah Haroon, Anna, Ghazal Rafai, Ahmed Ali, Clyde Stephen, Daksh Parashar, Ishal Ali, Jennifer Jabir, Manal Ahmed. Thank you. Delegates of chairs of GA1, Samal Isa, Carl Jumbo, and Thierry Nobalde, can I please have you on the stage?
Board, advisors, and delegates. We made it to the last speech. I know you're looking forward to this moment. I am Sama Larissa, and it's been my honor to serve as the main chair of General Assembly 1. As one of the biggest committees, we had a mix of delegates united by one common goal: fixing the world. As unattainable as that seems, the delegates of General Assembly 1 have shown that they are well on their way to do that. For two days, the delegates have come in with full energy. This energy has led to some memorable moments in our committee. from the repeated requests to have the co-chair sing, to Australia declaring war on Syria while we're discussing peacekeepers in South Sudan, to repeated questions about Japan's hat, and finally submitting 5 resolutions when we were very strict that we're only accepting 3. With all these memories that I will treasure, it's with pride that I say that we managed to pass 3 with more than 2/3 majority, and that I really hope that one day I can see these resolutions adopted into formal law. Before moving to these awards, there are 2 groups of people I'd like to recognize and thank. Firstly, the staff of GA1, Ilham, Haya, Zaina, Leah, and Iman. The committee could not have run as smooth as it did without you, so thank you. I'd also like to thank and express my deep gratitude for my rapporteur Thierno and my co-chair Carl, who has shared the privilege of chairing such a vibrant committee with me. Thank you. As the chair of General Assembly 1, it is my honor to recognize the following delegates for the following awards. Starting with honorable mention, in no particular order, the delegate of Paraguay from Miss Said International School, Manal Ahmed. Second, the delegate of Japan from Doha Academy, Ghazal Rafati. Delegate of Benin from Al Khor International School, Ahmed Ali Sharif bin Halima. Delegate of Niger from Swiss International School of Qatar, Clyde Manalang. The delegate of Guatemala from DPS Modern Indian School, Daksh Parshar. The delegate of Indonesia from PISQ Doha, Qatar, Cambridge branch, Ishal Ali. And the last honorable mention goes through the delegate of Micronesia from the Lebanese School of Qatar, Jennifer Jaber. The award for outstanding diplomacy is given to the delegate of Cyprus from Qatar Finland International School, Ana Altalo. Now, this is the very last award being given in GMUN, so can I have a proper drum roll, please? To To the delegate of Australia from Bright Future International School, Abdullah Haroon.
Thank you, delegates. I now invite Hassan Amin to the stage.
Delegates, we've finally come to the end of the closing ceremony of this year's MUN. With the powers vested in me by the Student Board, it is my distinct pleasure to declare the 2024 Georgetown University Model United Nations Conference closed.